Today we are present at the hidden modular site. As the name suggests, it is a modular house that is concealed in a beautiful birch grove. The house is located 30 minutes away from Minsk, with the house itself being 40 meters and a 40-meter covered terrace. You can live in this house both in summer and winter. We have a dream to produce premium class modular houses. The owner of this house is our friend. He agreed to be the client for the first prototype. Modular houses in terms of construction can be roughly divided into two types: panel houses and volumetric modules. Both technologies have their pros and cons. The factory readiness of a volumetric module is usually very high. They arrive with finished interior and exterior finishes, built-in furniture, and internal networks. But because they need to be transported on public roads, they have their limitations. These are the dimensions: 4 meters wide, 4 meters high, and 15 meters long. It is worth noting that the house can consist of several modules. Panel houses are more compact for transportation. A larger number of house elements can be transported on a single platform. The shape and layout of the house can also be more flexible, not tied to a rectangle. On the other hand, the level of factory readiness is lower. We will need to complete the exterior and interior or perform the final finishing based on the subsystem requirements. The sizable 50-acre piece of land slopes from west to east. We strategically positioned the house in the center of this plot to create the feeling of being in the heart of a birch grove. We positioned large stained glass windows to the south so that the low winter sun could warm the house. And to prevent it from overheating in the summer, we designed awnings, everything just like in a textbook on building physics. Before transporting the house to the plot, we had to perform preparatory work in advance. Clear the plot, cut down extra trees, and install utilities. The heating system of the house is built on a wooden frame using Finnish technology. Along the perimeter, it is reinforced with steel elements to prevent the house from deforming during transportation. This module is quite well insulated. 300 millimeters of mineral wool in the roof structure and 200 in the wall. If desired, it can be used as a standalone house. The exterior facade of the house is finished with charred wood using the Japanese shosugiban technique. Its meaning is simple. The top layer of charred wood protects the lower layers. We like this technology because it looks natural and beautiful. For small and large projects, we follow a common principle. We select a palette of materials and apply it throughout the entire project, which helps unify the exterior and interior into a cohesive whole. It was easy to achieve this in the interior as we used our favorite materials: concrete, plywood, matte anthracite, and deep black colors. All interior walls, furniture, and doors are finished with plywood. We desired the individual to experience a yacht-like ambience with integrated furnishings while residing in this compact dwelling. All of our hardware is in black matte finish. This includes faucets, door handles, light fixtures, switches, and outlets. In the bathroom, we have white matte tiles on the walls. A timeless choice that will never go out of style. On the floor, we have polished concrete screed as it looks good, works efficiently, and is relatively inexpensive. We pay great attention to lighting as it is half the success of the interior. During the day, it is illuminated through large windows, and at night, it is important to have the right lighting. In this property, we used RGB lighting with color-changing capabilities from a smartphone. There is also a bright lighting mode for cleaning and a soft evening light. The house is heated by an electric boiler, with the main heating element being water underfloor heating. As an alternative, we considered installing a heat pump, but for such a small volume, it was not cost-effective and economically impractical. An additional heating source is the split system, but it is more of a backup source. Its main function is cooling. If the budget allows, we conceal the split system behind the finishing. If we are saving, we choose a stylish indoor unit of the split system and place it in the most optimal location. Water comes from a well, and the septic tank for sewage is located at the lower part of the plot. It requires minimal maintenance, but just in case, we have arranged access for specialized vehicles. This is our first project of this kind, and the timeline looked like this. 12 weeks for design, 12 weeks for manufacturing the module and panels. To prepare the construction site, 3 weeks are allocated, followed by 2 weeks for installing the module, panels, and connecting to networks. The implementation of landscaping will take 8 weeks in total. As a result, the implementation of the small house took approximately 9 months. For a prototype, this is normal, but we plan to optimize processes and implement the next house within 3 months. This house has an extra unique feature. If you suddenly dislike the neighbors, you can move it to another plot of land.